Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. Aurora and I are here and we are talking about Disney. Talking about Disney and a little bit of Universal. You can take a lot of these concepts, but we're talking about how to make Disney affordable, okay? This is something that many people reach out to us and they talk about Disney and Universal and they think that the cost is just a fortune.
$1 million.
It is not that bad when you really get down to it. Looking at the nuts and bolts of what you're paying for, it is actually pretty comparable to other vacations that I see my clients take when they say, oh, Disney's too expensive, we're gonna go somewhere else. We're going to Myrtle Beach or we're going to go to Pigeon Forge or whatever. It's actually fairly comparable to go to Disney. Just depends on the amount of time and the things that you want to do when you're there. And there are things you can do to definitely save money and make it very comparable to the other vacations that you take instead. Before we get into it, we're gonna ask you guys, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, comment, let us know anything interesting that you hear on the channel from us, and let us know things that you would like to know more information about. We'd love to inform you about it. Now, we are free travel agents. That's one of the reasons that we're talking about this subject, because we do have clients that want to know, how can I make this affordable? And so we're gonna provide that to you in today's video, so make sure to listen up, guys, because here are ways that you can keep Disney a little bit more affordable for your family when you go. First off, use a travel agent, guys. It is our job to stay in touch and stay informed of all of the deals that are going on with Disney and Universal. All throughout the year, there's basically no time of the year that there's not some kind of deal going on. There's some way to save money, and many of those are not publicly made, but those are things that we are going to know as travel agents. We stay up to date on all those things on the back channels and know where we can save you money. So reach out to us, use a travel agent. We will be able to help you out. We'll also be able to help you prioritize your days, your activities, what you're doing, be able to help you understand where your costs are gonna go when you're in the park, and be able to help you understand where do you wanna maximize your spending? Where do you wanna maximize your money? Because if you're spending money on things that you don't see value in, why would you do it? Those are ways to easily save money, guys. If you don't wanna prioritize food, don't do certain dining reservations. We'll tell you where to go that's a little bit cheaper. If you don't want to prioritize photos and memory maker and stuff, don't do that. If you want to prioritize the logistics of your day, maybe we do something with Disney Genie, maybe we don't. If there's certain rides you want to make sure you get to do, we can help you understand what types of things to buy to make sure you get to do those. So those are all things that we can definitely help you guys out. So that is the first one. Use a travel agent. We will also help you guys save a lot of your time. Time is money when you're planning Disney, when you're at Disney, and we can help you with that. So, number 2, and this is mainly for people that are staying on property, but even if you're off property, that's okay as well, and that is grocery shop before you go. This is one of the best values actually of staying on Disney property, is that it doesn't take forever to get off property to your resort. Your resort is actually on Disney property. You can take convenient transportation that Disney offers to you. Get to wherever it is your resort is, and now it's easy to get there, easy to get back. You've only spent 45 minutes to an hour outside the park going back and forth, and now you can still enjoy your park day and you haven't lost a lot of value from your time inside the park. So grocery shop before you go. And what we mean by this, bring snacks to the park. You can bring food into the Disney parks. Many times families are used to regional theme parks, such as Six Flags, for example, but it's actually very strict policy at Six Flags when it comes to bringing outside food and beverage into the parks. Disney is not that way, however. They have a lot of flexibility when it comes to it, and they know it's expensive, and they know families want to have a way to save money when they go. That is why it is flexible. Disney allows you to do this, and just to be sure you don't have any loose ice with you or alcohol with you. That is something they do not permit. So if you're wanting to take a cooler with a bunch of ice, you can't do that, but you can have ice packs. So get a pack that will freeze and you can put it in your cooler and things like that. That's a way to get around that. Nothing can be in glass containers. Also, please bring reusable straws. That will save you guys time running around trying to get straws, things like that. That's something that's also really good, eco-friendly. Get some of those silicone straws that you can reuse. It will be really good to have. And eat breakfast at the resort from your groceries. Have breakfast already there. If you want to have eggs and things like that, maybe you have one of the kitchenettes and stuff at the resort. Even if you don't, bring something that can easily be microwavable. Most of the resorts will have a microwave. If they don't, you can go and ask for one. And as long as there's one available, they'll provide it to you. okay? So you can't obviously rely on that, but there are cold things that you can have for breakfast. You can give your kids some of the Crustables or something like that. And for the parents, I mean, hey, get a granola bar or something and be ready to go. If it saves you one meal, that's a good amount of money that you're saving, especially if you're there with the whole family, okay? Bring fiber bars, protein bars, PB&J, fruits in the morning, goldfish crackers, etc. These are things that you can do to also kind of push your lunchtime back, right? And maybe keep from getting hungry earlier into the evening. Get a small insulated cooler with ice packs. Have them in your fridge at the resort, and this will go a long way to helping you with your budget. But know that this most likely only gets you past lunch. Unless you want to go back and refill and restock your stuff at the resort, mostly it'll only get you past lunch, which we think is really good. You should enjoy Disney and enjoy your dinner and the food options and things that are there. So have one meal that you get to enjoy that, or get a Mickey bar or something for your kids while you're there. It's just something iconic if they want it. So we would say that honestly, don't go back and restock and recharge, but if you really want a penny pinch, you can do that. And that way you don't have to buy any food in the parks actually. Number 3 on the list is actually plan. Okay, and this is something your travel agent can help you out with, but don't park hop. Do not park hop, guys. I know plenty of people that, unless you don't have enough time. If you have enough time and you're going to be in the parks, 4 days at the parks, if you're going to spend one day in each park, don't park hop. There's no reason. If you're going to spend 4 days in a park, in the parks, you can do all parks one day a piece and not have to park hop. The only reason that we say this is because plan your days to enjoy each park to the fullest. Each day, 4 days will allow you to at least enjoy each park quite a bit. Although Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom could be a 2-day park if you want it to be, but that's only if you want to do everything there, which most families don't. There's plenty of things that you won't be interested in. Staying at Disney resorts will also get you into the parks 30 minutes early and will allow you to get even more done. So if you stay on property, you have less reasons to park hop. So you have less reasons to purchase that higher price ticket because you get 30 minutes early in the park to get more things done. So you don't have to go to Epcot and then park hop back to Magic Kingdom because you didn't get to do enough the day before. You get 30 minutes in early, that helps you out a ton. Please take advantage of it. If you park hop, it's going to be a more expensive ticket. And so that's the only reason that we're saying not to park hop. Yes, if you're only there for 2 days and you want to experience all the parks, yes, you will have to park hop. We understand that. But if you have at least 4 days at the parks, or if there's a park you don't want to go to and you have 3 days or 2 days or whatever, and you get to go to all the parks that you want one day a piece, that's all you need to do. Don't worry about park hopping because it does raise the price of those tickets and does hit your budget pretty good. Now, number 4, buy Disney merchandise at home or buy it online before you go. That's right, buy a shirt for your kids if they're of their favorite character. Give it to them one random morning before they go to the park so they get to wear it. These are things that kids will at least ask for less things because you can say, hey, remember I got you that shirt this morning, or hey, you really want this lollipop? Oh, here's one. These are things that will save you money on Disney merchandise. Have it with you, purchase it in advance because they are higher priced in the parks. Even if you buy it online at home, you can save money by buying the same exact thing you'll get in the park because in the parks they will be more expensive. So that's a way to save money and keep your kids happy at the same time. Those bubble wands and stuff like that, look at bringing those from outside, okay? Those are things that you could definitely bring from outside. So if your kid's like wanting a bubble wand or whatever, and you bought a super cheap one at the dollar store back home, hey, now's the time to pull it out of your bag. Number 5, okay? Use a rest and resort day if you are there long enough, okay? This will save you on park cost. And what I mean by this is you are charged every day that you're in the park. So you have to buy a park ticket for each day that you're in the park. If you want to go to all 4 parks and you're going to be there for 5 days, take that middle day, take the 3rd day and have a rest day at the resort, okay? You can do Disney Springs window shopping all throughout this day. There are plenty of activities that you can go and see, and your kids can see some cool things at Disney Springs that you don't have to spend money on as well. Visit resorts that have free activities for you, okay? If you're at Art of Animation, there are drawing classes that your kids can participate in, and that is a free activity they get to do. A lot of resorts will have 5Ks. Some resorts will do t-shirt things, but they all have s'mores and movie nights at the end of the evening. There are water attractions, they have pools and water slides and jungle gyms and things like that, all at the different parks. Parks have arcades and all those things. Take advantage of that, because you're saving all that money on one day of going to the parks. That's that much more you get to enjoy the next day, or it's a day that you can save quite a bit more money compared to your other days. Okay, you can also work with your travel agent to make up a scavenger hunt. I love doing that. I've had clients that have asked for it, and I've made scavenger hunts for their family to go and enjoy based on the characters they like and things they want to do, and they've really enjoyed that throughout their day. This saves you from needing to pay for activities that day out somewhere else, or going to a park and paying for that ticket for the whole family. Okay. Number 6. This kind of goes along with that resort day, but take advantage of free activities and souvenirs, okay? The activities like the drawing class at Animal Kingdom. I'm not just talking about at the resorts, guys. I'm saying in the parks, there are free activities and free souvenirs that you can get. The drawing class at Animal Kingdom. Go to Rafiki's Planet Watch. It is completely free, and they teach your kids from a Disney animator how to draw a specific character of Disney. It's fantastic to do. It takes up a good amount of time, keeps your kids engaged, and it's something free that you get to take home once you finished your drawing. There are many of these free activities around the parks, and you can replace a paid activity or a souvenir with these. There's other things that you can do, like getting buttons and things that celebrate different areas. Those things are free. Take advantage of the free options, and your travel agent, like us, will be able to help advise you on all of those things before you go, so you don't miss out. Number 7, bring water bottles, okay? Do not pay for water at Disney parks. Water is free. Bring your own water container. It just makes sense. I don't understand why you wouldn't do it. There's another video that we've done about items to take to Disney with you. Take a water bottle that you can refill at your resort before you go to the parks, and refill it all throughout the day when you're there. Do not go and buy smart water and things like that. If you're on a budget, don't do that. Don't buy any water. Go to the water fountains, and it will save you a good amount of money instead of buying water to just hydrate yourself, when there are free water fountains all throughout the park. And if you don't take one, you can go and get free cups of water pretty much at any of the concession stands, and you don't have to wait in line. Go to the mobile pickup order lines, and there's usually no line there. Walk right up the window and say, hey, can I get some water real quick? And they'll give you some. Save you a lot of time from waiting in line just to get a free cup of water. Number 8, plan the cheaper times of the year. Again, this is something your travel agent can help you with. We can advise you on when it is cheaper to go to Disney. When you go, we always try to plan the cheaper times of year as well, because it matches up really well with their schedule. And so bring a travel agent into the fold with you. We'll be able to help you with that. Most families think Disney is so unaffordable because they only look at prices during holiday weekends. Guys, holiday weekends is when everybody goes. Disney knows that, and they jack up the price. So when Disney's jacking up the price on those holiday weekends, and that's the only time you're looking at going, of course you're gonna think, I'm never gonna be able to afford this. But if you go opposite of those weekends, if you go at times around those weekends, we can find you really good deals, okay? And obviously people are gonna say, well, I don't wanna take my kids out of school because they're missing out on education. Actually, there's a lot of educational things that you can do at Disney. So if you are going, talk to your travel agent. We can help you understand all the educational things there are to do at Disney. There's plenty of things at Animal Kingdom. Epcot has so many educational features to it. Even Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios have educational aspects to it as well. So reach out to us, and we can help you make sure that you're not wasting time for your kids being out of school to do that, and it saves you enough money to at least get them there, okay? Middle of the summer and holiday weekends, and holiday times during the winter and stuff with Christmas and everything, they're gonna be really expensive times. We understand that. Work with your travel agent. We'll be able to find you something that is affordable for you, and be flexible enough to find you something within your schedule where you can make it work, okay? Number 9, buy ponchos before you travel with Ziplocs, okay? So buy Ziploc bags, have ponchos that can fit in those Ziploc bags, and same thing with sunscreen. Sunscreen, Ziploc bags, and ponchos. Buy them all in advance. If you go and it starts raining, you do not want to buy a Disney poncho in the Disney parks. It is uber expensive. Same thing with the sunscreen. And obviously you don't want to have that poncho go back into your bag and get everything soaking wet. So bring a Ziploc bag with you so you can just stuff it back in that Ziploc bag. There you go. That is something that can save you a lot of money. Buy the things in advance that you know you're going to need when you're there. You don't have to spend a ton of money on those items that you could have brought in advance. Now, if you are traveling, just remember for sunscreen, certain items, you're going to have to make sure it's within a certain size bottle when you're traveling. So it may be something you want to pick up at a grocery store or, convenience store or something on the way, because it will save you money when you get there. And if you're traveling by airplane, that's what we're talking about. Certain limit to the size of, liquids and things that you can take with you on the airplane. Number 10, and this is the last one. We recently did a video about Halloween on the High Seas, Disney's Halloween themed cruise. Now, we love the cruises, and what we have found, through our trainings with Disney, because we have to do official trainings and things with Disney, is that Disney cruises, if the parks seem too much for you and they're too expensive, a Disney cruise is a great way to get a great value. It saves you money to spend more time on the cruise ships, doing activities there, going to Castaway Cay and all of those things, and you have your food and all that included in the package. It will save you money. It's a lot less expensive than going and staying on property and going to the parks and things like that. So consider doing a cruise. Talk to your travel agent. They will be able to consult with you, and that's a way that you can save some money and still get some Disney in your life as well. Okay, so that's it. That'll wrap up the video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, like the video please, and comment. Let us know if there's something you want to hear more about. It does help the channel a lot to have comments and things flowing back and forth. We will respond to all your comments, things like that. So if you have questions on stuff, let us know. We can make a video on it, or we can just respond to your question right away. And yeah, we are official free travel agents, free service. Use us. We specialize in Disney, Universal, Royal Caribbean, SeaWorld, Sandals Resort, you name it. We'd love to help you book your next set of magical memories with us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Press Pause again today, and we'll talk to you again on the next video.